couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep. But you see, yesterday, today, it's like everything just come down on me. The whole tiredness just come down on me. Anyway, TikTok, in the meantime, I'm going to share up the live. YouTube supposed to be coming on any minute now. YouTube supposed to be coming on any minute now. YouTube, big up on yourself. YouTube supposed to be up and running now. Cause I am ready to chat. I'm ready for chant a fire. So come make us share up the YouTube. Those of you who normally on YouTube, come make us share up the YouTube. I want to ensure, comrades, that you see when I'm ready for start, when I'm ready to start preaching, everybody is on. So when I get, listen, the first things first, over here so on TikTok, get the numbers up. When I see this drama now between me, Kitty, plus the lady on TikTok, what's your name again? The big woman in Canada. Happy wife. Wanna see all I wagwan? Wanna catch a mix up. Let me tell you the story how it go now. And remember last week say Kitty start on the athlete them, right? And me come out and defend, and of course the whole Kitty litter bunch start on me. And then next one now who don't know nothing about the situation and the saga. Wagwan Pamela, another one who don't know about the saga, she jump in now. What's name Zandra, what, I don't know her name. But she jump in now, right? And buy out the argument. Wagwan Natalie. Now, you see what hurt me is them people who don't know nothing about athletics. First of all, she don't even, to tell you say this one will come on, Zandra, don't even know nothing about athletics. She couldn't even pronounce Noah Lyles' name properly. She couldn't even pronounce Noah Lyles' name properly. Them something they born me. If you don't know nothing about a conversation, don't see your way into it. Anyway, I have since put everything where them say, Noah Lyles say, every secret where them say, Noah Lyles reveal, me put them up, because everything was in the media. Right? And then this other woman now, when she call herself Happy Wife, Happy Life or something like that. She's based in Canada. She take on Kitty your fat. Kitty Allah is like she make Kitty upset and the whole Kitty litter come out. The whole Kitty litter come out. Whoa, Lord. Let me tell you something. I want people to understand and understand good. Me, I don't have nothing personally against Kitty. I don't care about Kitty. I already said on numerous occasions that, listen, from Kitty talk about people who are unvaccinated or uneducated, I realize that she's not very sensible. I don't take her serious. But you see, when use your crowd to gaslight a situation and all of your influence and all of your followers, because she have followers and she have influence and she have the media right behind her to influence people to gaslight this poor athlete. You know, say Janelle Bramfield's sister reached out to me. One of the last videos I did, I think the second or third to last video I did, I spoke about it. She reached out to me thanking me for standing up for Janelle. Because the same thing I said is what she said. People listen but them don't hear. Janelle never had to say anything to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend being around her would pick up things naturally. He never said Janelle spilled the tea. He said he knows the drama. And spilling the tea and knowing the drama is two different things. And this is what I try to make people understand. You're not supposed to just hear. Listen actively. And listening is a skill. Right? Listening is a skill. And a lot of people don't have it. So they attack this little girl who has done nothing but run for her country, fall in love with a multi-massive American man. But so what? Noah Lyles smart. Let me tell you all, Noah Lyles smarter than the whole of them. And I'm saying them, not we, because I am not including myself into it. Because I tell them, so them talking stupidness from day one. Him rile up with things you already know. or rile them up. Because I know whole heap of people on here, whole heap of people on here were wondering the same thing. So him rile up the people them with things them already know. And them don't even realize that them know it already. That is the worst part. Them know it already. Because last Olympics, you know, people. Last Olympics, there was a team. There was a team Shelly and a team Elaine. So let me ask on this now. I want to say, how them say them don't know nothing about no. That is some big secret where Noah reveal if last Olympics there was a team Shelly and a team Elaine. That's the question I have to ask. Then I say it no make no sense. You know, and I'm following the pattern of my argument. You follow where I'm going with this? This is why I can't take the hypocrisy of people. Because them act like say it's the first them hearing about it, and Noah revealed some big secret where nobody never know. And him chat and she tell him pillow talk. That me keep on hearing. What pillow talk? When ESPN report on it, Stephen Francis himself, the coach, said Shelly left. When Shelly leave MVP, Steve Francis said Shelly left because of the friction between she and Elaine. So now you are blaming Janelle for telling Noah that when Steve Francis himself said it, it's there. You can go and look. You don't have to believe me. I posted it on my page. But when I start post the facts, you know, people start look. I realize them love the mix up, but when the truth come to light, they want to ignore it. I see a lot of people viewing it. 10,000 views and 10 comments, 6 comments. Call them shame like dog. Cause them know it's the truth. So I was very happy that Janelle's sister reached out to me and thanked me for standing up for her sister. For me, I feel vindicated. Because whole heap of people talk about, oh, nobody now attack her. But she should stop talking, stop tell her boyfriend things. So if you're saying that, it is known worldwide. Worldwide, Andrea, worldwide, Tony and Organics. It is known worldwide. It's not just Jamaica it's known in. It is known worldwide. It's a worldwide issue. Right? When them talk about it in the British newspaper, them talk about it all over. Anyway, we have YouTube up and running now. So big up on yourself, YouTube. Welcome again. Sorry for the late start, YouTube. I was having some technical difficulties again. Alright, so we want to talk about something now before we bring on Comrade Lawrence Rowe. I'm going to go preach, you know. So no come. Because I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do like attack comrades. But this is a must. This is a must. May I give you 1 minute for digest what is on the screen behind me, because we're going to talk about the jackass of the day now, you know. And you know what? I know say some of these so-called comrades going to come after me, you know. But I'm just giving you the opportunity to see what is on there behind me. Want to see what this idiot say? This jackass say, good night, Patrick. So Alric Campbell, the deputy mayor of Portmore and councillor, for whichever the hell division he is the councillor for. His name is Alric Campbell, and he's supposedly a PNP councillor, the deputy mayor in Portmore, who feels say he was supposed to get the seat Southeast St. Catherine. So the headline says, Campbell calls on Dawes to have a Biden moment and step aside. Make I put that back right there. So the jackass of the day, for the first in history, is Alric Campbell, the deputy mayor of Portmore, who says he's a PNP, but he's not a comrade. So, Mr. Campbell, if Comrade Dawes is supposed to have a Biden moment, why you don't have a Venetia moment? Have a Venetia moment. Do yourself and PNP a favor and have a Venetia moment. Yeah, take away yourself. First and foremost, make I find the article and read it, because I know I do not like when people say me misquote them. So I'm going to find the article and I'm going to read what this jackass said. Right? Make I get my glasses. And you know, so when I draw for the color glasses here, I'm ready for char fire, right? I'm going to draw the glasses on now. This is my Get Vex glasses. This is my Get Vex glasses. So Alric Campbell, Deputy Mayor of Portmore and Councillor for the Edgewater Division, has indicated that his PNP will lose the St. Catherine South East constituency if the ongoing dispute between himself and Dr. Alfred Dawes remains unresolved. He is therefore calling on Dr. Dawes to have a biding moment and step aside in order to secure a win for the PNP. So I want to ask Alric this now. You know what, YouTube. I want to see my face when I talk. I want to put on my face on the screen. I want to see me when I speak, because I have questions. Question number 1. So, Alric Campbell, you think you can win the seat? That is question number 1. And if you think you can win the seat, why is it that before Comrade Alfred Dawes was put in the seat, why is it that you didn't do more to ensure that you could get the seat as its candidate? Because from what I understand, the comrade leader appointed a candidate because the seat was unrecognized. So my question is this: if the seat is unrecognized, why is it that you know, having been there for how many years, want it? Why you never do the politics on the ground? And this is the part where irritate my spirit and nudge my teeth about these people. These are the things when nudge my teeth and irritate my soul about them people here. Him did the same thing to Clive Fagan, you know. He did the same thing to Clive Fagan, not Clive Fagan, sorry, Colin Fagan. My apologies to Comrade Fagan, Comrade Colin Fagan. And Alric Campbell was one of the main reasons why PNP lost that seat to Big Rob. Oh, him and Big Rob is friend. So again I am asking, if you wanted the seat so badly, why the hell you never ensure so the seat is a recognized one? That's what I'm asking. Why you never ensure, say you do the politics on the ground and get in the group them and get in the women's movement, they affiliate them and have the seat as a recognized constituency. And when my leader now, Mark Golden, choose him candidate who him want in the seat, from day one you have been sabotaging him. From day one. And I'm going to ask another question, because I remember you as president of the YO, which is the worst the YO ever do in its history. The worst the YO ever did in its history. The most embarrassing tenure of any YO president was when Alric Campbell was the president of the YO. Alric Campbell is responsible for bringing the YO down to its knees. I'm not hide and talk. And I don't care which Alric supporter want come for me. My leader can get up and make him choice as the party leader. And this jackass is going against not just... Fine, if him don't rate Dr. Dawes. That is one thing. but rate the party leader. And Dr. Dawes is the party leader's choice because you sat in that constituency since 2020 when Colin Fagan lost that seat and did absolutely nothing politically in there. Until the comrade leader decides that he wants to settle the seats. And then you feel entitled. Listen, man, go sit down. Since Dawes must have a Biden moment, you must have a Venetia moment and take with yourself and go to your big friend, Big Rob. No, Alric wife is Big Labour, right? Somebody answer me this. You as a JLP, a PNP deputy mayor, and your wife is Big Labour, right? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Let go off of Dr. Dawes' shirt. Because Dr. Dawes now go nowhere. And let me tell you something. It's better you go. Go in Jesus' name, go on. Go in Jesus' name, go on. Because this, we got through this rodeo before. The comrade leader meet with you. Remember around the time when comrade leader make him choice and put in Dr. Dawes and the office burned down? Remember? This is why I know say this man don't mean the party any good. He's about himself, he's not about the party. Because the party should always come first. But he don't mean the party any good. Nobody can talk to him. The PNP have a buzz. Dr. Dawes have a buzz. The people them like Dr. Dawes. And here comes this idiot now. Talking about home, those must have a Biden moment. You, sir, need to have a Venetia Phillips moment and take away yourself. Have a Venetia Phillips moment and take away yourself. Clear out, clear out. We're tired of you. We don't need no mix-up and no passa in the party right now. We don't need no mix-up. We don't need no passa in the party right now. We don't need it. Because you feel slighted. You want to know what is the problem? Machiavelli? This idiot, let me show you the article. This idiot today, little bit before I go live, this is this idiot in the Gleaner. Calling on Dr. Dawes to have a Biden moment and step aside. Like, him see Biden and him decide say, something fly up in him head. Something fly up in him head. Why him feel like, I don't even know what to say. This is not a comrade. This is not a comrade. First of all, comrades, we put the party first. This is not a comrade. We can, listen, let me ask on this. What can this man offer to the people of Jamaica? What would he be doing it? When PNP becomes the government, what would his function be? Aside from being a bench warmer in a backbench. Aside from being a bench warmer in the backbench, what can he do? What can he contribute to a cabinet? I put to you that this year drunk here is an undercover labor, right? And if you don't believe me, come beat me. It is an undercover labor, right? Doing the bidding of JLP because they want to create controversy. Remember say Dr. Dawes say, them try poison him already, you know. Or not even him, try poison the girl and tie up him name in all sort of things to get him out. But Alric, you have to go down. In Jesus' name. You have to go down. Because whether you like Dr. Dawes or not is besides the point. It is besides the point. The bottom line is, you are not the comrade leader's choice. You are not. And you need to just accept that and move on. And even if it wasn't Dr. Dawes, it still wouldn't be you. Partially you? How you mean what partially? You mean him fully wreck the YO? No, him want a seat to wreck. Because it's him sabotage Colin Fagan. So him wreck YO, wreck the seat, and now want the seat to remain wrecked. While him work with Big Rob to make the seat stay in JLP hands. That is what it boiled down to, you know. This is what it. This your mad one now, Michelle Stern, dep on the live. Look like she see something about she share the live. You can't know anytime them little them little zombie here crawl out of them sepulchre. Them looking for some sort of controversy, you know. Because you never see this your little Grasmith way lose her case the other day. You never ever see her on my live yet, you know. But they're like dogs. We find something to sniff. Them find something to sniff. But the whole of them is the same thing. One set of jackass. One set of jackass. And you don't see them until it's time, until the thing erupt. He needs to expel him. Because all of a sudden the party calmed down. All of a sudden the party unite and calm down, and we have JLP, we have them ticket. And now this here idiot here, this here jackass here. And you want to tell me say him mean PNP good? Anyway, it's time to get in contact with Comrade Lawrence Rowe. Comrade Rowe, I'm ready for you. I'm gone way over in a Comrade Rowe time now because me a try fire. Yes, Lord. And they give me a minute there, here. I just get him on. No man, then if you expel him right out. If you all right, we're getting ready to join. We're getting ready. She shared the live again. Anyway, she late. Old grass might crawl out her sepulchre for come peep and see what go on. So tomorrow now you hear them. You hear them tomorrow now with them discussion. The whole little dregs them. PNP reject them. We try sabotage Mark Golden and PNP. Yeah, but you're there on my life, though drunk. If I am not that important, get the fuck off my life. You over here a share. Share. I'm waiting on Comrade Lawrence. Both me not that important. With our old Grasmite sepulchre bottom self. Crawl out of the deepest, darkest pit of hell. Missy say, she get black already, Marshall. You think my moderator them ramp? My moderator them do ramp, you know. Them do ramp. We don't even know. But them sense a argument, so them want jump on it. Them sense a argument, so them want jump on it. That's at the bottom line. But I don't have no time for them today. We're just patiently waiting on Comrade Rowe to come on, so that we can get the show running. So just give him a few minutes. Just give him a few. Imagine she have the gall to talk about I am not that important, and she sit down for my live and watch, but be not that important. So you watch people who do important? I want to know if you watch people that are not important. That me want to know. Yes, Comrade Lawrence Rowe. Trey. Sorry, Eddie. Sorry. I soon take on the drunk again, man. Trust me now. Tonight, I piss off. When I see me have on my Mark Golden shirt. I have on my Mark Golden shirt tonight because I have on my hot pink glasses because I come in a mood. I came in a mood tonight. Right? Because for the first time in the history, and I don't want nobody come tell me say sing Kumbaya, because when them act like idiot and jackass, we have to call them out. We have to call them out when them act like idiot and jackass. Let's see if I'm ready. I'm not quite ready yet. Osh Randine. Osh. So it go. So it go sometime. Let me tell you something. You know, listen to me good. You see, at this stage in life, it's either them for us or them against us. Them can't stay upon cow back and cuss it as sticks. They cannot stay on cow back as sticks and cuss it. So it's either you are with us or you're not. Comrade Dr. Alfred Dawes is the comrade leader's choice. Is Mark Golden choose him? Because this seat was not recognized. Why was the seat? Why him never have up him seat recognized if him did want the seat for so long? Him need to go sit down. And every time I think about it, it get me more and more upset. Because him feel so damn entitled. Thank you, Paula. Because him feel like say PMP owe him something. When him beholden to the labor right them, he might work with the labor right them. I mean, I don't talk. He might work with the labor right them. Them sit down and them talk to him. Whether you like Dr. Dawes or not, the comrade leader choose him. Enough people comrade leader choose whether you don't like, you know, and the reason why you have a choice. He has a choice he gets to choose is because the constituency, under the rules of the party, when a constituency is not recognized because it is not organized, there's a level of organization. For those of you who don't know, when I say what I mean when I say the constituency is not recognized, let me break it down for you. There's a level of organization that each constituency should have at a bare minimum for it to be considered recognized. And that is in the party constitution. Comrade Mark Golden never come into the party, come make it up. It did from Wappy Kill Philo. So it's not like a situation where Alric Campbell did not know these rules and regulations. But him feel entitled, so him expect say, him say him want the seat, so him gonna get his seat. There are a certain number of groups, registered groups, each constituency need to have. Yes, the constituency need to have a certain number of groups. It need to have a YO. It need to have a women's movement. Like those are the affiliate. Alright, so Comrade Rowe is on. It need to have affiliate, etc. You understand? I'm waiting on Comrade Rowe to come on. Let me take off my Get Vexed glasses and put it down because me not argue with Comrade Rowe. Comrade Lawrence, what is up? What is up, boss? You good?
Good.
Yeah, man, you're putting on your camera?
I'm trying to.
Look towards the bottom to the left.
I do feel like dirty light burn at the moment.
Oh, alright, no problem. Okay, comrades, I want you to help me to welcome Comrade Lawrence Rowe, who is the MP candidate for Central Kingston. So help me welcome my friend. I'm a bridging this, so I make sure I welcome him properly. What's up, Comrade Rowe? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling rejuvenated and ready to take on the storm, beat DARYL or the JLP.
Nice. Alright, Comrade Rowe, I'm glad you start with the storm. How did Central Kingston manage during BERYL, considering that you are right on the coast? You're a coastal city, a coastal town. Wait a second, and a lot of people have been asking me if you are Lawrence Rowe, the cricketer. So I just want to let them know again that no, this is not Lawrence Rowe, the cricketer. This is Comrade Lawrence Rowe, who is much younger, much younger than the cricketer. Right? You're related to the cricketer?
My father says we are cousins.
Okay.
But like Lawrence Rowe, I come to score runs.
You come to score runs. I love that. Because whole heap of people want to know. Alright, tell me about BERYL now and Central Kingston.
So luckily, BERYL did not impact us in a significant way. The only community that was hard hit was Raytown proper.
Oh.
There seemed to be an overflow of raw sewage in the community. And the residents are complaining about having the culvert cleaned. The councillor, the JP councillor, Rosalie Hamilton, has not shown any empathy or given any representation to the people down there. Neither has the sitting member of parliament. None of the $9 million allocated to him has been spent in that area.
Comrade Rowe, you can turn up your volume a little. You're low. Or carry it closer to you.
Any better?
Yes, a little better now.
Yes. So I'm saying none of the $9 million that was allocated to the member of parliament was spent in that particular area, and they were the hardest hit.
Was the $9 million spent anywhere?
Not to my knowledge. I've not seen it. I've not seen the member of parliament going around with any food packages, nor have I seen him distributing any tarpaulins and stuff. I think we need a better approach in how we deal with disaster. Because disaster does not only affect, KMP and JLP, it affects all citizens. And how we channel resources, I believe, should not be in the hands of the politicians, but in the hands of the agencies.
That's right.
Direct the resources in an unpartisan way.
Right.
And
So you lost it. I take it then you had a lot of damage. The homes had a lot of damage.
So there were damages to roofs. Most of our houses are built with boards and we have zinc roofs. A lot were built at least 30 years back. So people with the hurricanes that have been hitting us over time, people would have been primarily have been negatively affected.
All right. So how have you been mitigating what has been happening down there? I know there is so much you can do as the candidate, but how has it been for you, your experience with helping the people? Because I know you are going to help them.
So we started with the advocacy. We wrote to the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Council, indicating to them about the raw sewage adversely affecting Raytown Fishing Village and how it can become a public health issue.
Right.
we have given commitment. I have given commitment to the residents to get a backhoe and a tractor down there to clear the culvert as a short-term mitigation.
Right.
But certainly will be hard pressing the municipal council to do more for the residents down there. Given that the sitting council and the member of parliament are not making the sort of representation needed. In addition to that, we have communicated with the PART program,
right?
Informing them reporting to them of some of the cases that we discovered of people roofs being damaged and trees falling down into yards and stuff. I have seen the PART office, deploying their personnel out in the field. So I gather that residents are getting some assistance.
Excellent. And that is your initiative.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, in terms of the electricity and the water, people have been complaining all around about the utilities and the return of the utilities. How is it in Central Kingston?
Honestly, there have been no complaints. We did not lose electricity during BERYL.
Wow.
But the day after.
Okay.
And then it was out within a day.
Okay. So you weren't greatly impacted by the loss of the utilities in Central Kingston?
No.
Okay, praise God. So you didn't have any real suffering with the business owners who lost products and all of those things, and the small business service providers. Then everybody all right, more or less.
Yes.
One of the lucky few.
I received any complaints of any adverse effect on them today.
Okay, so really and truly, it's just about the damage to the personal property of a lot of the people.
Yes.
Okay, praise God. I'm happy to hear you are the first constituency that I've heard from that has had minimal damage. Surprisingly, you're by the sea, so I don't know. That is good. So I could talk about the politics now, Comrade Rowe. You are like the little train that could. A lot of people don't know you, and they don't know your history in that seat, and the fact that you worked your way from basically you started from the bottom, come right up in that seat, you grow in that seat. I want you to just tell us about your political journey in Central Kingston to the point where you're now the PNP's candidate, and why the people are with you so much, because a lot of people don't know that the people in Black Road for Lawrence, talk to me, Lawrence.
So my political journey started around 2005. In high school, I was introduced to Comrade Victor J. Cummings. He was in the parliament.
Right.
He then enrolled me on the National Youth Service Program. They had a collaboration with the Citizen Security and Justice Program.
You're still a little dull. You can come a little closer again. You were fine, and then you're going back down.
Am I any better now?
Yes, you are.
So I was first introduced to Comrade Victor Cummings, who was then our member of parliament.
Okay.
I was just leaving high school. He inquired, about where do I see myself 5 years and so on. And he also enrolled me on the National Youth Service Program. At the time, they had a collaboration with the Citizen Security and Justice Program.
Right.
The program primarily targeted at-risk youths and youths that were committing serious crimes across Jamaica, and gave to them a second chance.
Nice.
So, upon completing the Citizen Security and Justice Program with the NYS, I ended that camp as spelling champion and most outstanding male runner-up. I was then placed at the Inland Revenue Department to work for 6 months, then the Department of Correctional Services. And, having been given this opportunity by my member of parliament and the recommendation from the the CDC at the time, I decided that I am going to give back service to my community.
Right.
I became secretary of the CDC and secretary of the combined districts of Kingston 4 and vice president of the downtown area committee. I then transitioned into the politics, serving as divisional YO rep, constituency rep, parish chairman, region treasurer, region chairman, and then became vice president of the PNPYO. In the constituency, I served as group secretary, group chairman, PD worker, divisional vice chairman, an executive member of the constituency, constituency secretary, and now constituency chairman and candidate.
So you work your way right through, so nobody can say you were parachuting.
Or when I pay my dues, my group membership is with the Almontown United Youth. It has been in existence with the PMP since 2008.
There you go.
From 2007 rather, and we have maintained our financial status to date. In the PMP, I have served its media monitoring unit. I have served the party at the executive level, at the National Executive Council level, and even as data manager.
Right.
So I am well rounded in the politics and community service. In fact, I was recognized through the Prime Minister's Youth Award for Excellence in 2017.
There you go.
For community volunteerism. So even the other side is
recognized
aware and would have recognized my contribution to my community.
As a comrade.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So how has the campaign trail been for you? We see a lot happening in Central Kingston. Even during the local government election, we saw the grandson of Michael Manley campaigning there. How has it been for you?
Well, when I initially applied, I was, skeptical, of, what my chances are. In fact, I was looking at Central Kingston, West Rural St. Andrew, and Northwest St. Elizabeth. Northwest St. Elizabeth is where my family is from.
Yes, because you're a Maroon.
Yes, West Rural St. Andrew is where I spent some of my childhood years. And in Central Kingston, I would have spent most of my life.
Right.
So I chose here. Yeah, and I sort of heard some of your discussions, earlier.
Right.
And I wanted to say, when I looked at the group structure here, I was, boy, I don't believe I can meet the 50% plus one, given that, I was not intricately into forming the groups here.
Right.
I inherited them. And the status quo then, they weren't in support of my candidacy. So, I started to question my chances. And then I remembered, having given so much service right across the constituency, I know I have a lot of goodwill.
Exactly.
And people know that I opened even my house as an internet cafe. I open up my home and people utilize, the computer, the printed material I assisted, TXC preparation, SBL preparation, job hunting, and so on and so forth. And, reminding myself of who I am and, my journey thus far, I said I am going full speed ahead. So, my candidacy, boy, every day I have to be on my A game, thinking of what's next. Because I know that there are individuals in the PNP who would not want to see me.
They are naysayers.
They don't want my name on that ballot, much less winning the next election. So I have to ensure that I keep my A game going at all times. So,
but is it a situation though? Because I know I've seen the people in Central Kingston call for you and demand that you represent them.
Yes, when I went on, when upon applying about 2 months following that, I started to receive phone calls, from individuals who would not normally support, my political journey, and they said, "Boy, it's your time now."
Right.
And the only thing I beg of you is to hold your head high and listen not to the naysayers. And whenever you do hear the negatives, you just put it in a bottle and you shake it and put some water into it and purify it, and then you just keep going and pressing on and remain positive. And I was very surprised some of the individuals that joined my campaign and supported my candidacy. And I received over 60% of the delegates turnout.
Thank you.
Which was quite commendable. Prior to that, I was very nervous about, a poll being conducted featuring my name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
In the PMP, in the candidate selection process, and knowing that the posters can go any and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you had to press hard and engage the constituency far and wide.
Mm-hmm.
And my voter intention was 50.7.
Wow.
The highest across the island.
Oh, so you see, that is the thing, That is the thing. You see, people like homegrown and people comrades need to realize all over that, you see, when people have somebody who with them, where them know how to access and them have access to and them know them go and fight for them are go support you. Because them know you're dead with them through thick and thin. And you support everybody that was there before.
Yes.
So, yeah, man, it's your time for the flowers now. It's your time for the flowers. And I see that I get a lot of your messages, and I see that you're doing so much. Talk to me about some of your initiatives.
So, we're in the summer.
Right.
And we would have engaged the Hard Trust NTA to provide application forms for our youngsters.
Right.
And we have been busy on the road. We have distributed over 100 application forms.
Mm-hmm.
We have only received over 40, which is still commendable.
Right.
Some of the difficulties some of our young people face is that they do not have a bank account. That's one. The parents did not obtain the TRN for the child, or the child without a birth certificate.
Right.
And so we have to ensure that certainly when I become member of parliament, that those essential services are provided for our youth. In this day and age, I believe every child should have a birth certificate.
And a TRN.
Yes, and the parents should be aware that upon obtaining a birth certificate for a child, the child can have a TRN.
Exactly.
So only the NIF, you will be required to become 18 years old.
Yeah.
So to have that card.
Excellent, excellent. Now, your constituency is very unique in that it has so many schools, so many educational institutions of various levels. Are you collaborating with any of these institutions?
Well, certainly the Almonton Primary School, I have been familiar with the team there. Whenever they have sports, they have some other activities that require my volunteer service. I render that services. There are other schools across the constituency, like Franklin Town Primary also, before
You're gone low again. You're gone low
had
again.
an incident at the Franklin Town Primary School, and we had to rush over there to assist, with cleaning up the school and having it for the next semester. So we have made contacts with some of our learning institutions. I need to for sure step up more in terms of reaching out to the principals and the educators to see how best we can in the future provide for some of the CDF, at least some of the CDF resources to the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, excellent. What about those high schools? Like, say you have St. George's in your constituency?
Yes, St. George's is here. We have Kingston High as well. We have
KC.
Mercy. Yes, KC is here.
Mm-hmm.
Here as well. We have Kingston Technical.
Holy Trinity.
Yes, Holy Trinity is in Central Kingston too.
So you have a lot of high schools. So that means you also have a lot of students that you basically have a lot of young people in your constituency.
Yes, and so many of them are unattached.
Yeah.
And there's the CDF resources that I believe, if some of it is invested in community centers and
right.
even these places, then our children can become more productive. What I am witnessing, not long from now, we would be in a dire state, and if we don't invest in our schools and our children's education, then it is really heart-rendering.
Yeah, it is. When is your constituency conference, Comrade Rowe?
So the big bashment is September 1.
Ah, nice.
We're going to have it at the St. Matthew's Anglican Church.
Mm-hmm. And of course you have to live stream it for those of us who are not there or who can't be there, so we can see.
Well, I'm almost sure you'll be there.
I'm not on the island, so I don't know. I doubt it though. I'm away for school. I've been away for school for a while now.
We will live stream for sure.
Yeah.
But we have started our trainings with our senior leaders, our political liaisons, our cluster managers, our data managers. We had a meeting with them by the Franklin Town Primary School just yesterday.
Nice.
We are moving into ratifying all our party workers for the next general elections.
Excellent.
By the constituency conference, and at the conference they will get a quota to bring out for the public session. Nice. So we are testing their ability to mobilize. So we are treating it as a mock election. So
nice, I like that. Comrades, tap up the screen. Tap up the screen on TikTok, comrades, because my live just freeze a while ago. Tap up the screen. So, Comrade Rowe, I'm glad you brought that up, because I want them to understand how organized you are. And a lot of people don't know that a lot of these elections that go on, you're very integral. The people them need to know about your organizational skills.
I've been called whenever there is an internal contest, I am one of the very first person people call on.
Right.
To get my service, certainly my endorsement.
Yeah. And your help too, your services.
Most definitely.
In terms of your organizational skills.
And the ability to train others to execute on the day as well.
That is right.
So
what I'm trying to get the comrades, you see, the purpose of this program, Comrade Rowe, is to expose the candidates and what you bring to the table, so them not think, say, boy, the one day is just another backbencher coming in. No, we want them to say you are a very intelligent, organized young man, right? You're a youth. The beauty about it is your age and your ability to grow in your position as a member of parliament and serve not just the community and your people, but serve the people of Jamaica.
Well, what I want to say to those individuals is that first, the PMP must secure a minimum 32 seats.
That's right.
Before we can talk about having a prime minister or any minister of government, right? My first and foremost priority is to deliver Central Kingston, whether or not I am in the cabinet as a full minister, junior minister on the backbench. I will certainly be ensuring that the constituency is well represented. Excellent. And that resources flow into the constituency. And I'll be fighting the system that redline those of us below crossroads.
And you have been very passionate about that.
Very much so.
So I want the people to understand that you have been an advocate for a very, very long time. You know, so I want them to hear you out. So some of the things that you'll be working on in the future.
Well, certainly, as I indicated to you, Comrade Cummins recommended me to the National Youth Service Program.
Right.
Because he believes that as young people we must be attached to programs.
Right.
All my communities, I believe, should have a place where they can go, utilize the computer to do productive work, either to apply for a job, to do homework. I will be lobbying for social workers to be deployed right across the constituency to be agents that motivate our children and steer them in the right direction. Far too many of them are dependent on, you know, those bad influences that cause them to go astray.
Definitely.
And certainly we will have a series of parenting workshops, because what I have discovered is far too many of our children have not heard I love you in almost all their lives.
That is so true.
And so they have developed this culture not to love each other.
You are so right.
We cannot continue as a society in that way. Certainly, coming from, I emulate Comrade Cummins a lot. I know while he was member of parliament, on a monthly basis, he would have a committee where all schools would be represented, you know, hearing from them what their issues are, how he can best, you know, address some of the challenges they are facing, and how can they assist in getting even some of our parents some remedial education so that they too can function. So that is something that I would want to, you know, bring back Central Kingston. Our party groups should not only serve as political groups and for electioneering, but they should become a part of the community in the sense that they should serve as CBOs.
Right.
So we can tap into resources not just through government but through agencies locally and internationally, so we can assist our constituents much more in bringing the services to them.
Ah, very good.
This is Michael Manley's old seat.
Yes, it
and,
is.
You know, the National Housing Trust is one of his brainchild.
Yeah.
The housing stock in Central Kingston are in a deplorable condition, and for sure we will be lobbying the National Housing Trust to do more for places like Central Kingston, so that the people who contribute over the years to the trust can get some benefit, and preferably building some houses down here.
I was about to ask you about the gentrification.
Yeah, we talk about the government oval, and I do believe both governments, both parties would have been in agreement to a parliament by Hero Circle and ministries around. What I do believe, if we are going to best utilize the space here and cause minimal dislocation, then the housing stock should be built first, so that much of the lands that the government, whichever government requires, would be freed up.
Yeah.
And so it becomes a win-win situation. The people in more modern structures and the government get to function more efficiently as this. Down by Raytown Fishing Village, tourists are accustomed to, stopping by and purchasing fish and so forth. We want it to be an entertainment zone. And we want
to Raytown Sundays.
We want to rejuvenate Raytown Sundays so that, tourists and Jamaicans can continue to enjoy, that Raytown brand. So we also want Raytown to be able to provide bed and breakfast as well. So certainly we'll be lobbying for some development in that space as well. What we have gathered is that tourists are not necessarily keen on going to the Pegasus and the Hiltons and those places and the AC Marriott. They want to experience the Jamaican culture.
That's right.
So they want to, sleep on, the bed that we sleep instead of those posh beds. They want to, enjoy the jerk chicken back, the jerk chicken neck, and they want to enjoy the music that we so love and create. So, I expect much to come from us in government whenever the JLP calls it, and I expect much from me, in representing my people.
Excellent. You have a serious issue in parts of the constituency, a crime issue, like many seats in Jamaica. But we see a lot of cases where you have a lot of arson and a lot of gang violence. What are some of the things you plan to implement to address these?
Well, certainly, Central Kingston is not accustomed to, these series of, constant crime and violence. It has erupted certainly late 2019, 2020, when, you do know what happened during that period.
Yes, I do. Quite aware.
It has manifest itself in the constituency. And people who normally attend school together either eat out of the same pot by running boats and, they are now at war.
Weird.
And when you ask them, what are they fighting for, they are unable to explain. I mean, some simple things, a man step on your shoes and he's now your lifelong enemy. You are watching head back if you watch film head back. You get me? Which is ridiculous. So we have to get our people out of this dunce culture. We have to get them to love more so that they think twice whenever they decide that they are going to inflict harm on someone else. But we have to engage the Ministry of Justice as well. They provide counseling for trauma victims. They provide trainings of parental guidance and so on and so forth. So there are agencies that we can tap into to bring some of the expertise that is required and training for our people.
Excellent. Because it's such a seat that holds such a historical value. As you mentioned before, it's the seat of the former comrade leader the great Michael Manley, So we basically have to ensure that seat returns to the PNP column no matter what. That is one seat we have to ensure that returns to the PNP column.
Most definitely. And the polls are very encouraging.
Nice.
Canvas is encouraging. What we need to step up our game certainly on is the enumeration. The pace of it has slowed down. We have been, watching how the JLP have been operating, and we have put systems in place to mitigate against what they were trying, what they were doing for the last 3 or so years.
Okay, and that is the thing, when you see what they don't understand is that you are so organized, you are so good politically on the ground, them can't slip no foolishness past you.
That is so. And the results of the local government elections have shown that, the constituency is now heading in the right direction, back to the column of the PNP.
Excellent.
In 2020, we lost the general election by 303 votes. Had February 26th been a general election, we would have won the seat by 541 votes.
Oh, yes, really?
Yes, so we are the best performer in Region 3.
Amazing. Them can't talk to you then, Lawrence. Them can't talk to you. That is amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. And it's just such a pity that Comrade Sean McGregor, as we know him as Ribby, never win Big Ribber, because he came in at the very last minute.
Yes, we did. So under a month before the local government elections, we must give him a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
If we are going to examine the numbers, we lost Raytown Division by 1,068 in the general elections, and we just lost it by 368 in the local government elections. That is a 700 vote improvement.
And he came in the last month.
Precisely. Prior to that, in 2016, we lost the Raytown Division by 315 in the general, and then by the local, we lost it by one vote. In 2020, we lost the Raytown by 1,068, then it moved down to 368. So he has been a force to reckon with, in terms of, maintaining the margin of the seat that we get in that space. We just now need to step up more on the enumeration to ensure that whenever elections are called, either general or local, we take home that division.
And I am hoping that Comrade Ribber stays on the ground with you. I think the two of you make an excellent team, and I think that you two together, with his background in terms of with help, he's done so much for the youth not even just in the constituency but everywhere. And then you are so good at also helping the youth and organizing. I think the two of you make an excellent team, and you need to continue to work together.
In fact, the three of us make an excellent team, because Charmaine was also a social worker for
wow.
She has served members of parliament before. Ronald Thwaites, she would have served Cummings before, and she would have been in the field, she'd have served Victor as well, as while he was a councillor, and Comrade while he was a councillor, and she would have assisted with, bringing the services to the people far and wide.
So you have a really well cohesive team between you, Comrade Ribber, and Comrade Charmaine.
That is so.
That's excellent, and that is what it will take for you to take the seat over the finish line. So all we can do is just hope and pray that the comrades remain committed, because one thing I can say, Comrade Lawrence, the comrade them are certainly behind you.
Well, I can tell you, even when we got word that the party leader was first coming into the constituency, apparently to do a test of the ground, they took us like the Cademus in the night,
wow.
Like about 2 days notice. And I can tell you, he was very much pleased when he came and saw the comrades in high jubilations from start to end. They stayed. And we primarily walked the constituency that day. There was minimal driving. And, the comrades are rejuvenated. We just need to tie down our necessary training so that people really and truly understand their roles.
Exactly.
And they must be aware that there is no role in the PMP that is demeaning. What we would have discovered over time is that some of our best runners were placed on the inside as indoor agents.
Because everybody want to graduate from runner to.
Yeah, and they believe that the runner, being a runner, is the more demeaning part, which is not true. It is the most important part because you are the ones that who are taking out the voters from polling locations. And you know, we have to emphasize, you know, on the importance of our runners.
So that is so important.
Understanding the concept that we have shared with them, you know, we have done oral presentations as well. We have showed them, you know, a picture of how we want the next election to operate. And a lot of
come up close to the phone again. You're gone again.
So the comrades are appreciating, you know, the new campaign mechanism that we have shown to them. We, you know, drilled down and demonstrated to them how it will work, and they are appreciating it.
Comrade Nadine and the live saying you always have your numbers. We know say you're a numbers man, you know.
That is so, but I am reserving minds. I won't divulge what.
No, you don't have to. But we know that you play by the numbers. You're a very scientific person.
That is so, and that is why, you know, in internal elections and whenever we have by-elections, you know, I have been called upon to lend my expertise, and I've always been willing and, you know, giving of my service.
Exactly. Exactly. Time come now. Time come. You have been called to serve. It's your time. Yeah, man. So I'm happy that I got the opportunity to talk to you, though. I'm most encouraged by talking to you in that you seem to be on top of your post BERYL your post BERYL recovery, and your constituents have not been terribly affected by it. You know, as I said, you are the first representative I've spoken to during this entire BERYL ordeal that have more or less basically said that the constituency is not in a bad shape. So I'm very happy for that. And remind me when your constituency conference is again, September 1?
Yes, that is so.
What's the venue?
It's St. Matthew's Anglican Church.
St. Matthew's Anglican Church. Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, comrades, you heard it here from Comrade Lawrence Rowe, your MP candidate for Central Kingston. So, you know what him look like, you know what him sound like. That is right. You see the people say grow with ROWE, right? So all of you who worried about Central Kingston is in good hands. It is in safe hands. Right? That is what you need to know. I've known Comrade Lawrence for a very long time, and I can tell you he's an excessively organized person. He's one of the best organizers the PNP has right now. So,
and they have never contested an election and lose.
Tell them again, you never contest and lose yet. You know your numbers at all times. And that is what people need to understand. Alright, so thank you for stopping by, joining us on the altar tonight, Comrade Rowe, and all the best. I will be in contact with you as usual. So take care of yourself.
Thanks to you and your viewers for having me.
Yeah, man. Take care. All right, comrades. I hope you enjoyed that interview. You see, what I like about this campaign, this upcoming campaign, is that we get such a blank slate to work with so many constituencies. You realize how many young candidates the PNP is fielding? Yeah, man, you have Central King. You're from Almontown, Richie. You have Almontown and Raytown, right? But I am just glad. Yes, Lloyd Shim, he has replaced Comrade Duncan Price. But what I can tell you is it's refreshing. It is refreshing because we see a lot of young people, but not only that. The young people that we're seeing, you know, have been in the party toiling from a very long time. So it's not like some parachute thing where people just come in and get a position. A lot of the comrades we are seeing that are stepping up to representation. Listen, them did a long time. Comrade Rowe, Comrade RJ, Dr. RJ Dixon, he is another comrade from the YO. Come up. Just like Comrade Rowe. We always say, yeah man, time come for these young people to be rewarded for putting in the work. Enough day we spend with them on the road. When them up and down at the canvas. These are the young people who we want at the helm now. Because now they have the opportunity to prove themselves. He is very, very humble, Bush. Very humble. Right? Very humble. So it's our moment to show you that we are about continuity. And yeah man, sister, thank you Auntie Andrea. They are Sister P babies. Them come up under Sister P. A lot of them come up under Sister P. And it's their time now to step out into the spotlight because them know the politics. And let me tell you something about them. Let me tell you something about Lawrence Rowe. Lawrence Rowe know the politics. Me glitching. When I say, am I glitching on your end or is it just my end? It look like my Wi-Fi give me some issues. Let me know if you're seeing glitching on your end. But let me tell you something. If it's one thing with Lawrence Rowe, he know the politics. And if you back in a candidate, we're going against a candidate with Lawrence Rowe back, you start fret. Thank you, unfriendly. Because it was glitching on my end. Thank you, Born Survivor. So not true, Lawrence, talk the truth. Once we say you are back one candidate, we better back the same candidate because a problem. A problem. Because you know the ground politics, and it's about time that the ground politics is utilized to take you to higher office. It's your time now. It's your time now. And I'm very, 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 very pleased that the people of Central Kingston have rallied around you. Yeah, man, him know that constituency. Him know that constituency, and he has served as the constituency secretary for years. Right? So it's about time. And these are the things that we like to see. These are the things that we like to see. Him pay him dues, him do the work. And him maintain him constituency. Him maintain him constituency. Him now make a constituency drop out a recognition. And make a group them fall out and go in abeyance. And then turn around and demand nothing. Him work him ground. As a YO, not just as a YO, right up. Lawrence was not just active in the YO, he was active right throughout PNP. Not just in the YO. That is what Beverly Robinson, that is why you have to support Lawrence Rowe and grow with Rowe. Because you need to take back Central Kingston, and Lawrence is going to help you to take back. You're going to take it back. You are going to take it back. You are going to take it back. So now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time to shine. Now is the time. Right? Wagwan Patel. So, you know, Comrade Lawrence Rowe mentioned something that we need to speak about. Because I saw a video today, comrades, of Comrade, remember we spoke to the candidate from Northeast St. Anne a few months ago, Comrade Dr. Ryan Simpson, who was on the live when we spoke to Comrade Dr. Ryan Simpson. Remember Comrade Ryan Simpson? The candidate from one of the first interviews we did was with Comrade Dr. Ryan Simpson when we just start interview the candidate them. You remember? And Comrade Dr. Ryan Simpson has been doing very, very well in Northeast St. Anne. And today he posted a video and raised a very, very serious issue concerning who is supposed to be his opponent, a senator, Senator Matthew Samuda, who the JLP seems to want to take over from the current MP, Marsha Smith. You know, so apparently he is the standard bearer of Northeast Saint Anne. I want to play a video for you. Wanna bear with me? The phone I give me all sorts of issues, you know. But I want to play a video for you. Just give me a minute. Let me find it. But I may need a new phone. It's like when you do this blogging thing, you know, I tell you something. You go through the phone them like at what? Like at bread. You go through the phone them like at bread. A policeman was killed today, you know. A policeman was killed. I'm trying to find the video for you. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me tell you something. You know, so when we work, people hear we mouth fast. When we work, you know, and people hear we work. We hear, you know, say Comrade Alric say never say that. Anyway, listen to this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ryan Simpson, and I'm
Listen
the
to this.
representative for the People's National Party for Northeast St. Anne for Member of Parliament. Today, I'm making this video to expose a matter of grave illegality and deception and dishonesty on the part of the representative for the Jamaica Labour Party, Mr. Matthew Samuda. Mr. Samuda has attempted to transfer his vote from wherever it is. We know that Mr. Samuda does not live in Northeast St.
Other than him come over here
he has
already,
attempted
man.
to transfer his vote
Him come
here
from the
in the
altar
constituency
already,
of
man.
Northeast
He's
St.
one of the
Anne.
first guests who come over here.
The issue at hand, as I was informed by our scrutineer who has gone on the team to verify him some time ago, along with the representative for the Jamaica Labour Party and the verifiers of the EOJ, is that Mr. Samuda has attempted to deceive the Electoral Office of Jamaica by giving an address that is known not to be his home address in Northeast St. Anne. In fact, I have been reliably informed that when Mr. Samuda is here in the parish of St. Anne, that the apartment in which he stays is not even in Northeast St. Anne. In fact, his apartment is in one of the popular developments in Northwest St. Anne, one of the popular gated communities. So he does not have a residence in Northeast St. Anne, but rather in Northwest St. Anne or in Kingston, where he lives. However, the address he gave was an address in Fern Grove in Otrias. I've had a chance of visiting that address myself, along with the scrutineer, to see exactly the place that he said he lives. As it turned out, this address belongs to the scrutineer of the Jamaica Labour Party. So Mr. Samuda has given as his home address in Northeast St. Anne the address of the Jamaica Labour Party's scrutineer. This is the same scrutineer that would have come and verified me when I transferred my vote from my home constituency of Matney in Southeast St. Anne to here, Northeast St. Anne. Now, he has given to the EOJ the address of this JLP scrutineer and said that this is his address. It's false. It's illegal.
Imagine.
It's dishonest.
What?
And it's a deception. And I'm exposing it. I'm calling it out because Mr. Samuda is a lawmaker. He's not even an aspiring lawmaker. He is a sitting senator. And a sitting senator is a lawmaker, a legislator. And we are doing everything we can to stem the tide of electoral fraud. And to know that now Mr. Samuda is actually himself practicing electoral fraud is a matter of grave concern for the people of Jamaica who already were embroiled in this grave matters of corruptions in government. I want to share with you the video. My scrutineer and I, we went to visit the address. So take a look at this video for yourself. All right. So it's through this lane. So this is the lane where Mr. Matthew Samuda said he lives.
You want to see the house where Matthew said him live?
This house here? So this is the house right here. So he said he lives here. Right here. That's the house with a little thing.
You see where him say him live?
So this is where they want to say the candidate.
Can you imagine? Let me show you over here, so. This is where Matthew, let me see if you can see it. This is where Matthew say him live. I try and show you, but when I can see through the little space, and that's how Matthew say him live. You want to see the little house where Matthew say him live. You want to see the little house. So basically what we have here is a legislator, a lawmaker, possibly engaged in voter fraud. That's what it boils down to, comrades. Because this is election fraud. When you claim to live somewhere where you don't live. What one Rado? Oh, you do? You miss me? Long time when you not see me. But may I take my time and come back slowly but surely, but boy, schoolwork. Listen to me. I'm not still putting it all night tonight, because I can tell you something. I was so tired today. I had exam Friday. I had practical. Because you know, say my thing is a hands-on thing. Right? And me I learn how to do all sort of fancy thing. And getting all sort of something. Me I learn to drill bone and put in IV line in a bone. A lot of exciting things. And I had a test. Exams, not just a test, exams. And it's like you won't understand. I'm an overachiever, right? I got 100 in one, 100 in one, and 98 in one. 3 tests for the 3 different days. But I could not sleep last night. I had the last exam yesterday. I got my certificate. Then give me my certificate of completion. If you can see it. You can't see it properly because it not show so well. But me get my certificate of completion. And I couldn't sleep last night. Me up all night and make TikTok. I couldn't sleep. You see today? When you sleep, take me. Little more so than see me, Thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Little most on don't see me. Because I am so damn tired. So I never even get put together all of my thoughts, I don't look for no news from morning, whole heap of things. You understand? So I know that tomorrow you will get a better show out of me, because today, me not lie, me just tired. But tomorrow we're gonna have on the show straight out of East Portland, Comrade Colin Bell. Alright, Comrade Colin Bell from East Portland will be at the altar tomorrow. So you know it is going to be a very exciting program as we go around and expose all the PNP candidates. Yeah man, thank you. I'm getting there. I made sure I'm very passionate about my profession. The thing about my profession is that I like to, as a physiotherapist, I also like emergency medicine, and unfortunately emergency and physiotherapy don't really go hand in hand, even when you work in the hospital setting. So I've done a lot more. I've kind of veered a little bit off course as just a physiotherapist. I'm not just a physiotherapist anymore. I'm also a licensed emergency medical technician and paramedic, and now me can put in IV, I do a whole heap of things, and I don't know, so I do my clinical doctorate in physiotherapy. I'm very passionate about healthcare. I ever rescue, you know how much people me rescue at Jamaica? You know how much people me rescue at Jamaica? The first time I rescued somebody in Jamaica, I was 16 years old with no training. It's like every time, trust me, all the time. You understand? See if you can get Alric, because I want to know what is his thought process. So I could go back to Alric now. Yeah, my name DARYL. Me soon finish. Soon finish and get the doctor before my name. Me soon done. Right? It's just, you know, it's a lot. I'm very impatient about it, but I have to go through the process, right? Comrades, as I was scrolling through my phone looking for that video for you, and the phone I give me hell from night. Them say it have too much things on it. But I saw a message in a group. So seems the journalist heard something he didn't say. So make us see right here what going on.
That at this time, the party president has said it, that he is counting on his central St. Catherine. I want to tell you that the pressure will be on his central St. Catherine. Because if the PNP is to return, we must get at least 2 from Portmore. And since I don't know what is happening over the other side, the pressure is going to be building on East Central St. Catherine. Luckily, the people are waiting for a PNP member of parliament. So comrades, on behalf of the Edgewater Division, which I represent proudly for the last 16 years.
So why the video pause?
I want to congratulate you on a well-executed conference, Comrade Price. A conference that has not been mobilized, but if the turnout is something to talk about. Comrades, the people are hungry for the People's National Party. The people want to see the People's National Party in government. My final words to all of us this evening: let us not lose the election. Let us do nothing at all to give it to the Jamaica Labour Party. We are counting on East Central St. Catherine. I will be here, probably I'll be working here. But once again, East Central St. Catherine must be returned to the winning column of the People's National Party.
This is very strange. This is really strange, because I have a few questions, comrades. If this is the speech of Alric Campbell, how is it that the Gleaner got this? Because I am officially confused. I have yet to hear what they said that he said. Make I post up. You see why I fall? It's like I fall in my own trap. I always tell you, so we can't trust them figures, you know. Where the Gleaner get this from? I'm confused. I'm officially confused. I'm officially confused, comrades. At what point are they trying to create mischief? Or is it that he spoke at a different You see, I need to hear more from, we need to ventilate this more. Is it a case that Alric said this at a different point? Because now I'm genuinely confused. I'm genuinely confused. Because I don't hear anything about him saying anything about a bad moment and all of those things. So what I am asking now is, where did Gleaner get this story from? Them couldn't just pull it out of the ear. So I want to read. Let us read. Let us, comrades. We have to get to the bottom of this. You know, this is vitally important that we speak about this, because if the gleaner is erroneous, we need to call them out. If the gleaner is erroneous, we need to call them out. Alric Campbell is no angel, you know. But if the gleaner misquoted him in any way, we need to call them out, because they would have earned him my ire when he didn't say anything to deserve my ire. I want to know, so when me dip, me dip. Want to know, say when me dip, me dip. So I want to find out. Because this don't make no sense. Because the speech I listened to a while ago, I never hear him say Biden's name even once. Not once. So where did the gleaner get this article from? I'm going to read the entire article because the story was so clear. Campbell calls on Dawes to have a Biden moment and step aside. Alric Campbell, Deputy Mayor of Portmore and Councillor for the Edgewater Division, has indicated that the PNP will lose the St. Catherine South East constituency if the ongoing dispute between himself and Dr. Alfred Dawes remains unresolved. He is therefore calling on Dr. Dawes to have a Biden moment and step aside in order to secure a win for the PNP. So where the whole of this conversation come up? Listen to this now. Speaking at the St. Catherine East Central Constituency Conference on Sunday, Campbell stated that the party president, Mark Golding, is relying on St. Catherine East Central for victory. However, to secure a PNP majority, the party needs to win 2 seats in Portmore. Since there is uncertainty over in St. Catherine South East, the pressure is going to be on East Central to deliver, he said. Let me hear this again. I could listen again. Because I like to ventilate these issues, you know. I could listen to this again. Because this don't make no damn sense.
That at this time, the party president has said that he is counting on.
Let's freeze up. Wait a second, it freeze. Because we're going to play it again, you know. We have to. What was reported could never have been said on a platform. I could listen again.
That at this time, the party president has said that he is counting on his central St. Catherine. I want to tell you that the pressure will be on his central St. Catherine.
Empress Shadia is saying he never said it.
We must get at least 2 from Portmore. And since I don't know what is happening over the other side, the pressure is going to be building on East Central St. Catherine.
The man said, I don't know what is happening on the other side. Right? The other side can be assumed to be his seat, or it can be assumed to be GLP. How did Gleaner end up with this? Because this is where the Gleaner misquoted the man. Since there is, the man says, since the man's exact words were, since I don't know what is happening on the other side. But yet Gleaner is saying, since there is uncertainty over in St. Catherine South East. The man never says so. It's the same thing the media has done with this Janelle and Noah things. Imagine you have journalists, quote unquote, who are misquoting people. They literally misquoted this man. I don't really like him, you know. I don't talk. Same with Noah, but don't misquote the man. Don't misquote the man. No, is Angel. The report said, speaking at the St. Catherine East Central Constituency Conference on Sunday. So they were saying that he is speaking at the conference. If he was speaking to them off of the platform, they would have said speaking in an interview at the venue after the thing. It said speaking at the constituency conference. And they quoted, this is a quote, you know. Since there is uncertainty over in St. Catherine Southeast, the pressure is going to be on East Central to deliver. The man never said so. The man never said that. Who wrote this article? And them have a thing now where them not putting up the right of them, you know. Because them know so we are going to draw them out and we are going to drag Roddy Matheson. Who is Roddy Matheson? Roddy Matheson misquoted the man. I don't know where. Listen, Nick, we have the video. See the video here? I play the video again. Because me don't dip up on them already, you know. Because you know, say once me hear them something that I am coming for him. Because whether I like Dr. Dawes or not, Dr. Dawes is the party leader choice in a seat that is not recognized or wasn't recognized. You understand? How go on, Julie Mango? How are you, my darling? Listen to the man now.
That at this time, the party president has said it, that he's counting on his central St. Catherine. I want to tell you that the pressure will be on his central St. Catherine. Because if the PNP is to return, we must get at least 2 from Portmore. And since I don't know what is happening over the other side,
the man said, I don't know what is happening over the other side. The man never said Southeast St. Catherine. The man said, since I don't know what is happening on the other side. Again, I'm going to read what the Gleaner said. Since there is uncertainty over in St. Catherine Southeast, that is what the Gleaner have. The Gleaner went on, you know. The PNP has chosen Dawes over Campbell to represent the constituency in the upcoming general election. Campbell is insisting that he will not back down because he followed the party's rules and won the runoff for the right to be the standard bearer. Yet Dawes was selected over him. Campbell told the Gleaner that for the sake of party unity, Dawes should step aside following the example set by President Joe Biden. So let me ask you this now. If all of this was said at the constituency conference, I'm sorry I never watched it last night and I'm busy over TikTok. I'm sorry I never watched it live because it was live. Because me would have want to hear out of my own ears. And if that was the case, and he said that, why is it that we are hearing about what him said we doing in the evening? It not add up. The story not add up. Him couldn't so brazen and bare face to say it on a platform. You know following what I'm saying? He could not have been so brazen and bare face to say this on a platform. Could never. Him couldn't so bright. The brother also using the parties. It is. Let me tell you something. Now listen to me. If Alric Campbell went on a platform and said those things, he's a bloody jackass. Not only is it divisive, it is downright stupid. Because if he does not want Dr. Dawes to be the candidate and he wants himself to be selected as the candidate, him thinks that after him going like this, people going to support him. This is if he did say it. And right now, Gleaner have me asking a lot of questions. Gleaner have me asking a lot of questions. I feel like I can't trust what the Gleaner say. I feel like literally you have to wonder. It's like they